going on, y'all? It's your boy Brass, aka Raps Truth Seeker, and it is cold outside. My lips feeling different right about every time I look outside. I think to myself, oh, the weather outside is fine. Ain't nothing delightful about it. All right, let's talk today about what's going on overseas, which I have to say, what is not going on overseas? I could talk about South Korea. I could talk about North Korea. I could talk about the Ukraine and Russia. But today we're gonna go somewhere I don't often speak about this area. We're going to France. Guys, listen to this, and I'm gonna have to do some research on this one. It just came up for me, and as soon as I saw the video, I saved it, and I said, let me show this, because I was like, what is going on? But guys, we're in them days. I'm gonna keep saying it. We're in those days. We're in those days. Check this out.
Yeah, hey, did you guys hear the news about Paris? Y'all, we are literally living a movie because Paris has fallen. The government of Paris has collapsed. Y'all remember a few years ago, the people were in the streets going to war with one another because the government was at a standstill and they didn't know what was to come of it. Well, they have officially collapsed. Since 1962, their government has been in order and now it's collapsed.
France's government has collapsed after a no-confidence vote against Prime Minister Michel Barnier ousted his government, handing President Emmanuel Macron a fresh political crisis. Mr. Barnier's government is the first to be forced out by such a vote in more than 60 years, with the trigger being a clash over the country's budget for next year, after a majority of 331 voted in support of the motion to remove him. Opposition parties tabled the motion after Mr. Barnier controversially used special constitutional powers to force through a budget without a vote. The former Brexit negotiator was only appointed by Mr. Macron in September. The National Assembly, France's lower house of parliament, is deeply fractured, with no single party holding a majority. It comprises three major blocs: Mr. Macron's centrist allies, the left-wing coalition New Popular Front, and the far-right National Rally. Both opposition blocs, typically at odds, have united against Mr. Barnier, accusing him of imposing austerity measures and failing to address citizens' needs. Any new Prime Minister would face the same challenges as Mr. Barnier in getting bills, including the 2025 budget, adopted by the divided Parliament. There can be no new parliamentary election before July. The tumult that has followed Mr. Macron's decision to call a snap election in the summer has diminished his standing at home and abroad.
You see, you never know what these people are up to. That's why they give you the bread and circus. It's the show. They keep you entertained. Meanwhile, they're doing whatever they're doing behind the door. But do y'all see how much stuff is going on around the world? I told you the shift is here. The 3D matrix is collapsing. Anything that is against nature is falling. And Paris has fallen. Let me know what you guys think about this video. Like, comment, and share for more videos like this, y'all. Let's continue to get this shift. Peace in.
I'm gonna have to agree with him on that. So this shift has been crazy. For those out there that can actually see what's going on, chosen ones and NPCs alike, there's a shift going on. Let's talk about that real quick, just briefly. So for those of you that don't understand what I mean by shift, he said it, the things that go against nature are collapsing. The things that go against God are collapsing. It's not working. Why? Because things that are forced into existence by mankind will not stand. That has been how it's been forever. That means the way you see life today is not how life will always be. You are in a version of life that has been remodified, switched over, changed over. Guys, at one point in time, everybody was in the same tribe. Then at one point in time, there was multiple tribes. And then tribes become kingdoms, and kingdoms become countries, and countries become systems, and systems became your way of life. See what I'm saying? It's always changing. And what does the Bible tell you? There's going to be a major change. So when I hear things like this, it doesn't really surprise me, but it's like, it's the speed that these things are happening. The speed that so much is going on, because while they're dealing with that fracture, we're over here dealing with another fracture in America, where we have these two parties that pander to get these votes And allegedly, we're not exactly choosing who our people are. They're being chosen for us. And allegedly, they're all related. For example, how many of you guys knew that President Obama's grandfather is actually related to George H.W. Bush, making Barack Obama cousins with George W. Bush? Did you know that? But that's a side note as to what's going on. This shift has so many truths being revealed. There's so much going on. And I am inclined to believe that what all of these faiths say is coming is coming. So be aware, stay prayed up, be wise, meditate, actually get in tune with the world, because it's the world that's changing. And don't play the fool. Yes, there are distractions, and yes, there are definitely tricks to this. Give them circuses and give them entertainment. They're gonna build up every coliseum they can build so you don't notice what's going on around you. But I like to pay attention to the real. And chosen ones, I suggest that that's what you do too. How do you find truth in the fake? Come on now. Love, peace, 9, I'm out.